lies beneath? What stories are untold? What fears do we find if we decide to dive into the abyss? What really can harm us in those oceans? Those oceans can be dark. They can be lonely. They can be chaotic. They can be filled with monsters, leviathans that we've never seen or heard of. This is what can lie beneath the oceans. And I said that to say this. I'm comparing the ocean to what our young adults, our young people, and our children are suffering from. They are in the abyss of life. They are in oceans that they don't even understand. They are in places that they do not know how to come out of. They don't know where to go for help. They don't understand or even know if hope is an option. We give them what the textbook tells us to give them. We give them what we think is best for them. We provide them with those things we feel are safe. But those things that are safe, those things that we feel are best, those things that are textbook, are they really the tools that they need to be rescued, to be delivered from traumatic places? I'm speaking of sexual violence and relationship violence. Our young folks suffer. They are in our classroom settings every single day. And they're speaking to us in ways that we don't even hear, understand, or could comprehend, because they are in those oceans. They are in the abyss. It's muffled. It's confusing. It's anger. You see it as disobedience, disrespectful, maybe even a mental issue. What are we doing as, I consider you service providers, because you are teachers, principals, superintendents. You made your life work of caring for young people, but yet they cry out, and we ignore those cries because maybe we feel that mental health is not why we're here. Personal safety is not the top agenda. Yes, it is. You made a call. You took an assignment. When you take an assignment to overlook someone else's life, to make sure you provide for them the necessary tools to make it in life, especially with their education, you made a promise that you would also help them as far as you can, going beyond borders, to make them feel safe, to make them feel comfortable in their spaces when they dwell with you. I am Lavinia Masters. I am willing, always willing, to meet you in those spaces, to help you with those assignments, to reach the young people, the children, when it comes to talking about sexual violence, relationship violence. The taboo has to be destroyed. The veil has to be ripped. We have got to save our next generations. They're suffering. We can no longer stand by and say, leave that to their parents. Leave it to their home. Many homes are broken. Many parents themselves are suffering. Many of those children watch abuse in their own homes, are being abused in their own homes. Schools, colleges are their refuge. They need us. And you need them to survive as well. I am here for that service. I am here to offer you whatever I can as an expertise dealing with victims and survivors of sexual violence and relationship violence. As an advocate, as the namesake LAVINIAMastersAct in the state of Texas, as a board member of the Turning Point Rape Crisis Center in Collin County, as the founding director of Hope Saves, Sexual Assault Victim Empowering Ministry in Louisville, as a board member of the state governor's task force, Sexual Assault Victim Empowering Task Force, as a member of TASA, Texas Against Sexual Assault, Sexual Assault, Against Sexual Assault, advisory board member there. I'm here for you to offer support, to help in curriculums, to help in lessons, to come speak, to come empower. Let's rescue our young people. Let's get them back on track. Let's get them the help they need to progress. Times have changed. We are not of the norm anymore. They need to feel safe, included, and heard. This is my mission. This is my journey. I have many more hats. That's why I got confused with TASA. I have many more organizations that I serve with. Many things that I'm involved in. Ambassador for Hope PYXL. I could go on, but it doesn't matter. All of that doesn't matter. What matters is that I have the heart and the compassion and the expertise. And I have first rounds of experiencing sexual abuse as a child, a heinous rape, other incidences that scared me in this lifetime with sexual violence, as well as relationship violence. Let us work together to teach our children how to recognize the red flags, not just with sexual violence, but relationship violence, because it happens. It happens. And if an area is not my expertise, I do have the resources. I do have the recommendations and the people that we can gather together and make this happen. Let's go above and beyond caring for others. These children, these young adults are my children. I am a grandmother. I know I may not look like a grandmother. And I'm not the 30-year-old grandmother. I am the 50-plus grandmother. I've seen the disparities in our land. I've seen the traumas. I get the calls. I get the emails. I do the work. I do it from my heart. And I'm here to share my heart with yours as we rescue and we bring the young people and the children that have been entrusted in our care out of the abyss. Let's rescue them from the ocean. Lavinia Masters. You know my number? 972-804-5366. Or go to my website, LAVINIAMastersAct.com. That's L-A-V like victory, I-N like Nancy, I-A, masters.com. Send me a form, give me a call. Let's make this work. Let's finish strong in protecting and rescuing our young people. Be blessed.